happening, everyone? Hello, and welcome to the Review Roulette Podcast, the podcast that brings strangers together for a movie night. I'm your host, Laura. Join me as I bring two strangers together as we watch and review a randomly selected movie. Now let's spin that wheel and see what movie Lady Luck has picked for us tonight. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Review Roulette Podcast. We're doing a special Mortal Kombat. That was better. That was loud. It was better. Mortal Kombat episode in honor of Mortal Kombat. I guess it's just Mortal Kombat, right? There's no Legacy or Annihilation or Sub-Zero single player game that nobody played. It's just straight up Mortal Kombat. I'm so excited. As much as I love Godzilla and Kong, I am so fucking excited for Mortal Kombat. I feel like it looks like they're going to do a very good job. And so I guess in honor of that, we're going to watch my all-time favorite video game movie. It's pretty close between Dead or Alive and this, but Dead or Alive, like the volleyball game, not Dead or Alive, the weird Dead Alive. That's his
Dead Alive you're thinking of.
Yeah, where it's like reload.
No, that's not that.
Isn't that
That's
Dead
House of the Dead.
Oh, House of the Dead.
Dead Alive is the Peter Jackson movie.
Oh yeah, so
with the guy that looks like David Tennant that has the
that's right,
lawnmower.
Like the lawnmower thing. Oh yeah. Well yeah, so this is like my all-time favorite video game movie, and this might be like my top 3 favorite movies of all time. Like I just if I'm feeling like it's too quiet in the house, I'll just put on Mortal Kombat. It just makes me feel better and get so excited. So we got 3 contestants. That just sounds like you're on Mortal Kombat. Price is Right.
3 members from Earthrealm.
Yeah, we have 3 contenders from Earthrealm.
Yeah, there you go.
One is a returning contender. It's like I guess that means he won. JU won Mortal Kombat. So we'll bring them on. I guess. Actually, Nick has to tell us what a Mortal Kombat is about, even though I'm sure everybody can tell what the movie's about by the title of the movie. Like it's actually a chick flick.
All right, Mortal Kombat, which is 3 unknown martial artists are summoned to a mysterious island to compete in a tournament whose outcome will decide the fate of the world. This movie came out in 1995. It is directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, who is known for such things as Mortal Kombat, the Resident Evil series, and Milla Jovovich.
He's got to keep his wife employed.
He's going to keep her employed. The writers are Ed Boon and John Tobias, which is obviously the Mortal Kombat games. It stars Christopher Lambert, who is known for Highlander, Mortal Kombat, and Beowulf, the 99 sweet action
not
movie.
The CG one.
It also stars Robin Shou, who plays Liu Kang, who's known for both Mortal Kombat movies, Beverly Hills Ninja, and Dead or Alive.
Oh damn, he did Beverly Hills Ninja the same year he did Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I don't know, which one do you think? I wish I had like the date.
I like Annihilation better.
I like Chris Farley.
No, yeah.
Okay. Who else?
It also stars Lyndon Ashby, who of course plays Johnny Cage, who's known for Mortal Kombat. Apparently he was in Teen Wolf, the 2011-2017 show, and the sniper that Laura had to show me in Resident Evil Extinction because I thought he had no career.
Nick didn't believe me that he was in a Resident Evil movie, and it took us like 20 minutes to find one shot on a YouTube video where he was like, and it's in Vegas too. He's up on the Paris, shooting zombies, and then he gets eaten.
And then lastly, who I'm going to mess up his name, Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa, who plays Shang Tsung, who's known for playing Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat and the game recently. And
that's right,
Planet of the Apes and The Phantom.
The Great Cabal Sing. I love that movie. He just pretty much plays the same character in The Phantom as he does, except he's not like I guess he's an immortal sorceress that guards the one ring. But there's also Sonya Blade, who you already got rid of IMDb, so I guess we won't ever find out what she was in.
There's also Kano, who is dead.
Yeah, I think all the Kanos are,
except the new one.
Except the new one. Dead. There must be some sort of like Kano curse, because I'm pretty sure this one's dead, and then the Kano from Kano Legacy, I believe, passed away as well. So hopefully this one is gonna be okay. I'm sure he's gonna be fine. Okay. But yeah, I'm so excited. I love this movie. I saw this movie in the movie theater when I was little, and I just remember like that was the first time like I realized that like how the time difference between movie sequels, because like you leave that movie so fucking psyched for like the next movie. You're like, oh my god, they're gonna fight this other guy, and it's like 2 years later, and I was just like, I don't even care anymore. don't even know. But yeah, I've never left the theater like so pumped after I wanted to learn all the kung fu until I like had no attention span for it and probably picked up something else. But we will bring our Defender of Earthrealm on first because Jay has been on before. And then I guess you guys, if you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go favorite Mortal Kombat character. And then it doesn't have to be just in the movie, or just you can go game too, because the games have so many awesome, stupid characters. But okay, so we have our first Earthrealm contender, Jay. What's happening?
Nerd Cage wins.
Flawless victory. What's happening? How's it going? Thank you so much for coming. I was so excited.
Thanks for inviting me back. I keep wondering, wow, so they keep inviting me back, so I must be doing something right, because every show I go on, I'm like, oh man, I really hope I did a good job.
Did they like me? Oh, they liked me.
Yes, it's always a good feeling. I'm so excited to be here, and couldn't ask for better timing to watch this movie. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna give everybody an education tonight because I know a lot about this movie, behind the scenes and development, everything.
Who's your favorite Mortal Kombat character?
Okay, so it's Raiden. It's always been Raiden because when you look at I was a Mortal Kombat fan from the jump back in 92, 93. Now look at this character select screen. The one that stands out is Raiden. Raiden's the one that jumps out, and he was the one I went to first, and I fell with him ever since. I don't know if he's like my best character because my best character is probably Kano and Sub-Zero, but my favorite is Raiden.
I love that Christopher Lambert loved this movie so much. He loved that he was in it, and that I was like, I'll do my French dubbing. And then, I think, wasn't the only reason he didn't do Annihilation just because he didn't feel like it was, the right...
Script.
Yeah.
He read the script and said, hell no.
It was just I just imagine he'd be like, no, sir, no.
And then fun fact, he came back for Mortal Kombat 11 in the DLC.
Oh, he did? Oh.
Yeah. He came back as DLC. Yep, they used his likeness and his voice. Same with Bridget Wilson and Lyndon Ashby. They all came back.
Oh, is that the DLC we haven't played?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because we played the 11 story, but we didn't play the movie pack.
Oh, yeah. I was so excited for 11 when you could be RoboCop, and I was just like, I'm sold. I don't care. Sign me up for this shit. I don't even know how to play. I just want to be RoboCop.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be spitting facts all fucking night about this movie, so it'll be fun.
I didn't even say, yeah. I'm trying to think who mine is. I'd have to say Sonya. I really I guess, who do you like, Nick? Who's your favorite? I'll think about it. It's like choosing between your children. You're like, who's my favorite ninja?
It's always been Scorpion for me.
You like Scorpion? Yeah, I guess I like. But yeah, so you like Scorpion? Yeah. I'm trying to think who I play better with, because I played a lot of 2. That was in my
That's my all-time favorite.
I was my uncle and aunt. They owned a pizza place, and that was there. And so essentially, they told me how to play it for free. So whenever we'd go there, I'd just be I feel like I can even have the muscle memory of the stupid combos. And then I'm trying to. So that's why it's hard to pick. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know if I could pick, but yeah. Oh, and then I guess we'll bring on. Is it Matt? I guess this is a new person, yes. a new contender. This is Jay's friend. I feel like it's a slumber party because Jay was like, "Can my friend come?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine. It's cool."
He's our third member.
We got 4 because we got another one too. So nice to meet you. This is good.
Very nice. Yes, very nice to meet you too. I've heard great things from Jay.
Oh, you're gonna find out that none of them are true. You're like, oh shit.
I knew it.
The bitch was a bitch the whole time.
Wait a minute. This isn't pottery class, Jay. You don't.
I wanted to make a beautiful bowl, but no.
I thought it was going to be a Patrick Swayze moment.
I just imagine Jay's behind you, but his hair gets in the way somehow. You're like, oh god.
I can picture that.
I feel like that would be graceful and majestic. Well, I guess tell us a little bit about yourself, and then favorite Mortal Kombat character.
Yes, of course. So, I'm a voice actor currently out in Los Angeles, California right now. I've known this crazy guy since college. It's been about 10 years now. We both started in college radio. Jay came to me, had this, because he knew I was a metal fan. He had this, this cockamamie scheme. He was just like, I'm going to create this metal show. It's going to be fantastic. And I need you in it because I know you like metal. And I was just like, okay. And so we've been, so we did the radio stuff that connected, and then we graduated from college. I went off to Vancouver to do to go for acting for film and television. And then after that, came back home, worked a little bit to save up some money. And then we started, I'm sure Jay probably talked about Metal Couchcast. We did a little bit of a YouTube show.
Yep,
and then,
and we lived together. We were roommates for a year.
Yes, exactly. We were roommates for what, a couple of years?
For a year.
A year or so?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's like, it felt like a long time. You're like, oh.
Oh man. And then yeah, we did have a YouTube channel before I had Nerd Cage. We had our first YouTube channel was called Metal Couchcast. It was just us and our buddy Steve sitting on the couch talking about metal and everything else. Good times. And then when we did Nerd Cage, we couldn't find a better voice actor to do our intro and outro.
Oh, sure. You stop that right now.
He's the third member. He is the third. Him and Dion are our third and fourth members of Nerd Cage Live.
Yep. He literally just came to me and he was just like, Matt, he's like, I know you want to do your Joker. I want to hear your Joker on Nerd Cage Live. And I was just like, okay, Jay.
Like, this is what I've always wanted.
It's my moment to shine. But yeah, no. So then after that, moved out to LA. And here we are, just doing the grind. COVID's kind of put a little bit of a hiccup in things, but it's pretty. That's what you do. You survive out here. So.
For being a voice actor with COVID, was it like, because I'm not a voice actor. I don't really know how it works. Do you do a lot of it at home and send it in before? Or is that kind of what it became with everything going on? Or did nobody need voice actors because everything going on?
Well, here's the thing. So, of course, when COVID happened, everything shut down. And the big misconception is everyone thought that the entire industry shut down. But when is the on-camera stuff shut down, friends of mine and my voice mentors and people who have been in the industry for a while already, the business has never been better because now they're starting, especially with Disney doing all remote stuff. So all the animators have, most of the stuff is digital anyways. So a lot of the animators have just been working from home. And that's why you've been seeing a lot more animated stuff being pumped out. And then they've just been, whatever was filmed before COVID was then coming out. But most of this stuff, like especially YouTube, is having a big boom right now where a lot of independent companies are starting to come through and doing their own animation pilots and stuff like that. So it was kind of like a 50-50 at first, but I definitely think the voice industry wasn't hit the hardest out of all the different realms.
That's good.
Yeah, you've been in movies too. Tell them about the movies.
The movies? Are you in the movies?
Doing the background work, or
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that was one of the main things, sources of income, especially with more people out here. It's job opportunities are a little more scarce. So luckily, I was able to get into some non-union background work. So. Let's see. I was in Call the Wild. I did that. The Harrison Ford movie that came out recently. Many episodes of Grey's Anatomy. I was like either a doctor or a janitor or someone in the background or like a patient.
Are you like the guy on screen? Is that what it is?
What's that? Sorry.
Are you like the guy? Are you like in it? Or are you like the voice off screen where it's like, hey, I need your help over here? Like, is that like what it is?
No. That's the thing. If I was a voice off screen, I would have technically had a line, and then they would have had to bump my pay up. So that would have been cool. But no, I was just the guy. The doctors would just be there, and I would just be like, "Oh no, yeah, sounds great."
Like, can I keep this coat? I get to keep the coat, right?
I wish. Yeah, no, that would have been cool because they gave us, because we had our name tags with like different names on them and stuff for like the hospital and everything.
That would be so cool. Did it have your picture too? Like it was like a legit, like a little picture of you on there and like the name badge thing? Because I would steal the shit out of that.
The funny part was, they were random names because they can't put your name. So they had a random name. And sometimes because they don't have your picture offhand, they have like the props lady and the lady, I think it was Sarah. I can't remember her name. Very nice woman. She would just be like, all right, pick one that looks like you. And so you'd like look in it, and I found this one closest because I had a goatee, but they're all just like random pictures.
You look at it, there's nobody. You're like, I guess I'll be that lady. Nobody's like.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna take this. You go, as long as you're not on the camera. I was like, okay.
Like, be like the doctor that just goes around like this all the time. Oh.
Exactly. Just having heart palpitations. I'm sorry.
I should see a doctor.
Yeah, oh wait, I should see a doctor on the doctor show.
But yeah, no, it's I great. Have a med degree. Oh goodness! And then what's your favorite Mortal Kombat What's your favorite Mortal Kombat character?
My favorite Mortal Kombat character has got to be it's got to be Liu Kang, because especially being a voice actor, when I heard the original ones, the bicycle kick sound. That was like the biggest thing. I always wanted to. Yeah, no, it was a bicycle kick. Ever since I heard that, and I just heard. I was just like, I was like, what? I was like, I'm playing as him, and they're just like, Matt, stop doing the bicycle kick, and I'm just going.
I think it's in the trailer for the new movie, isn't it?
Is
the
it
bicycle kick?
No, I didn't.
Or just the dragon?
Yeah, he does the dragon fatality out of the
They showed
plane.
him doing the kick too, because I'm like, oh my god, they just doing the. Oh, I'm like, I watched that trailer. I was so excited. That's the first time I've watched a trailer in a long time where I like slowed it down, and like me and my husband were just like, okay, wait, we gotta go back because we're like trying to figure out everything, and we're like, it's a Mortal Kombat. Like, there's no deep.
Oh yeah, shameless plug. Anthony Marquez, the original Kung Lao for Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, is going to be on Nerd Cage next week.
Oh, no.
Nice.
You have no idea. It's childhood dream come true. That like this is the second Mortal Kombat actor. Like, you understand? I was playing Mortal Kombat since I was 5, and like these guys I like ever dreamed of like meeting and hang out are going to be on my show. Like, oh my god.
That's just a weird thing about those like arcade games back then, because it's literally like they look so good because it's like just like the rendering of that. It's like cut out photo. So I'm like, it's almost more it almost seems like there was like a fidelity, like it was like high fidelity, and then it went down, and now it's back up to like that looks just like the dude from the movie, like in 11. But
you're also talking to the dude. Jay was when I first met him. And when Xbox Live was really popular when it first started, Jay was in the top 100.
I was in the top 500 Mortal Kombat 9 in the Xbox rankings.
Oh, nice! I love.
I was playing people left and right with Kano. Like in Mortal Kombat 9, Kano was my man, and I was unstoppable. I was unstoppable.
I was just a button masher. I was just like, I'm just happy to be here. This is great. I can't believe it.
Just having a good time.
Like Mortal Kombat's one of those games like you could do that and still look like you know exactly what you're doing, and it still looks amazing. You're like, I killed that man. Don't know how I did it, but it looked fucking great when I did it. Oh yeah, I'm interested to see how they like put Kung Lao in the movie, because I feel like most of I feel like in a movie he'd almost just come off as like, oh, it's just another Liu Kang, but different. And
I cannot wait to talk to Marquez about that. Like, how do you feel about Kung Lao finally being, on the big screen? It's gonna be
like, hey man, can you put the hat on? Yeah. Could you put the hat on, man? Can you put that? Like, could you send him the hat to put on? Yeah. Like, just put the hat on.
If I can at least get into one game, if I can at least get someone at Warner Brothers to like check out my audition, that would. If I tell Jay that, Jay's just gonna lose his shit. If that ever happened.
He's like, I'm gonna buy you a Funko Pop. Oh, well, we have one more contender who's never been on our show, and is new and all excited and looks very thrilled. It's like, these people keep fucking talking. Well, Adrian,
sorry.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and your favorite Mortal Kombat character.
Hey, how's it going? In terms of myself, I haven't really done anything in terms of podcasting or streaming. When YouTube first launched, I attempted to make a channel, but it didn't really work out because I was working with simple Windows, I'm talking bottom of the barrel type stuff. So I wasn't able to really produce much of anything other than crappy voice work and rants about JRPGs and what I thought should be the main thing. I love Final Fantasy, and how I came to find myself here is with Nick and Laura. I've known Nick for a bit of time, and Laura, and we've always kind of
a bit of time.
I'm just being a bit of time, long time, and we make fun of a bunch of movies, and I typically say things are pieces of shit, but I love Mortal Kombat.
I feel like Adrian's being really reserved, and it's kind of funny.
No,
sometimes I say some things.
Mortal Kombat's always been a favorite of mine because we got a ultra-violent video game, and it's made into a PG-13 film, and I was able to go see it. So I didn't even know it was coming out. And in terms of my favorite character, while I do love Highlander and Christopher Lambert, I have always been a Sub-Zero.
Hey,
which Sub-Zero?
I go with OG.
Nice to meet you, sir, by the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's great to see you guys and to hear your guys' talents and your accomplishments. But in terms of which Sub-Zero, I mean, I guess the first and the third when he finally went unmasked, and you get this whole story about his brother, and so I mean, it's all good fun.
I was like, I
It's
love
been a
it
while
again.
since I watched this.
Oh, it's so good.
I watch it every year, and I think last time
Of
I
course
watched
you
it,
do.
I think last year when I watched it was for the Mortal Kombat 25th anniversary we did on Shameless plug Nerd Cage Live. We did 25th anniversary look back. It was fantastic. So if you want to go back and watch that as well.
It holds up fairly well because like I said, if it's ever like there's like 3 movies I'll put on like just because I work nights, so sometimes like I'm up at night and I just want noise on, so I'm like it's like RoboCop, Mortal Kombat, and Flash Gordon. I'll just put those on.
It's top 10 for me. It's not
it's
my
like,
top 5, but it's top 10.
You're like it's 6. Is that what you think?
It's definitely 6 or 7 because, like I said, I'm only a couple years older than you, and like when the movie came out, it was just you gotta understand I was at the perfect age. I was playing the games. I like begged my mom to take me to see the movie. She wouldn't, so I went with my sister. We loved it. And yeah, it's just a fond memories. And like it was the first video game movie to get it right because yes, I'm old enough to remember the Mario Brothers movie and Street Fighter. I remember how bad those were.
Yeah, the Mario Brothers
when
movie.
Mortal Kombat came out, changed everything. And I'm really looking forward to the reboot. I really am.
Paul Wes Anderson was so ready for people to shit on it that he like left and went on vacation because he was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in this. I think he went to Hawaii. So the thing that I had read about where he was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be around anybody when they talk about how horrible my movie is. And then like he kept hearing like, everybody loves it. He's like, I'm in fucking Hawaii and everybody's talking about how great I am. And I'm not even there. It's like, yeah.
I mean, it did great. It broke all the box
That's when you
office
presume, you know.
and
missed
back
out.
at the time. It
Is
was
that
the highest
the
grossing movie in August.
Good?
Wow.
The
So
first
what
Resident
happened?
Evil movie's good. We should probably start Mortal Kombat at some point in time.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah. Like ready to start Annihilation.
Right now, but yeah, I'm sorry. I went on so many tangents. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
ready.
no, that's the whole point of this show, Joe. It's fun. Joe. I just called you Joe. Jay.
Yeah, Joe St. John.
With everything that we
I
talked
don't even
about.
know a Joe. Okay.
Right, here we go.
Okay, we're just going to go watch the movie now, and we'll be right back here for our review in part 2 in just a second. But just so you don't feel left out, here are some choice clips from us watching the movie.
I love this. This next part is my favorite part of this entire. Brother dead, come home.
Western Union, yo.
I always like how like Western Union you had to pay by the letter, and so he did brother dead, come home. Spelled out the entire word grandfather.
Your actor's wrist is mine.
Career fatality.
Finish her and then put her in Shrek.
You can use your sweet moves you learned for Charlie's Angels.
She'll follow you into hell.
Oh yeah. We
Probably
went
has,
from this to Adam Sandler going, I did a Pac-Man, woohoo!
Oh God.
Best fighters in the world.
I missed the boat. Come back. Wait, I have my wait. It's just like the Carnival cruise ship. I forgot.
I shouldn't have eaten the crab. Now I have the shits and I missed my boat.
We told you 1 p.m. on the dot.
We are ride or die with our arrival and leave times. Like, okay. I also like the reaction to that.
Yeah, she's just like, oh, that happened.
He makes me think that he's one of those like statue people that wants tips.
Oh,
Like he's just been like that the whole time, being like,
Oh yeah.
show me a
Like on
fucking
the
dollar or something. I've been doing great.
She's like, oh, that's a thing. I'd be like, what was that?
Are all these statues alive?
Yeah, I go around just poking all of them.
One in the bathroom. What the fuck's up with that?
Sir, I'm only the bellboy. It's on!
I love the fact that they're just feeding them just to like wreck the whole place.
Yeah.
They just brought the food out just to flip the damn table.
We shall now bring for your entertainment the village people.
It'd be funny if it was just like the Outer Worlds version of the Village People. Like, we've got the blacksmith and the cobbler. You're like, oh, okay. I also love how the subtitles of this movie, they always change it. They do the K for all of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Eat this crab.
these are organic lobsters.
It's organic human.
Organic humans.
Look, they just had the food put out. They're
Oh,
fucking
then they just kick the shit out of them.
I mean, I'm
What
not your food.
You should just show the step in the
Excuse
back,
me.
like with a single tear going down his. So like, I spent days.
I like this. My peacocks
Look at
are
my-
showing.
Spits on her leg.
Oh, she gave him a break.
You know what? There's probably a lot of men that would probably want to go out like that.
Break me off a piece of that Kano bar.
The plane, the plane.
Boss,
They
the
land like,
king,
what-
the king, the Liu King.
Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? This is your like. Usually we try to like fix your family relationship, but I guess you want a Mortal Kombat.
Quit pointing.
What? You're gonna make me fight her?
Woman.
Who gives a shit about food when I'm here?
I love this guy's like voice here.
I like how there's two kind of fat dudes, and there's like one jack dude in the back. Like, why don't they like switch that around?
Ooh.
Was it a tiger noise right there?
You cannot touch my sticks.
I guess one of the things I never is he supposed to be from Earthrealm, or is he supposed to be like a fighter from Outer World?
I think he's from the Lion Realm. Making his roar noises. Shoots and ladders, starring Owen Wilson. Oh yeah, there's a lot of ladders here. Yeah, wow, wow.
Laura's a Zelda fan. The Spirit Temple.
Yeah.
I like
The
how you
Spirit
say that.
Temple for the
Adrian
time.
and Nick are like the most hardcore. Like, I don't know, Adrian, can you put your arm up to the screen?
Yeah. It's backwards or upside down, but
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
Dude, that's so
Nice.
awesome.
Nice.
Fatality, bitch!
Goofy just goes around killing all the Mortal Kombat characters.
Your brother's soul is mine. I see you found the salami dress. It is the ritual that must be done. Soon you will become whole as a pastrami sandwich, and I and your soul will be mine. Could you at least give me shoes? No, it will only spoil the mustard.
I have kind of a foot thing too. I'm complicated.
Yes, you must squeeze the mustard with your feet. It will amuse me.
This dress makes no sense. This dress was probably made by whoever made his coat.
Yeah.
Like whoever the costume designer from this movie was is fucking great.
The guy's just off to the corner and he goes, I try.
No, it's great.
At least they acknowledge it though. He's like,
Oh, it's us. You for your goddamn pastrami fetish. Yes, you could say I have Hyde syndrome. I don't know where I am. I don't really like how she looked at him when he did that. He was just like, let me take these restraints off. She's like,
You want me to keep the dress?
No, you'll fight me.
Are you salami master in the salami forum? Oh my god!
Salami and pastrami
I
must
am
be
Liu
one.
Kang. No.
As me. Haha, totally not him.
You didn't just see me turn.
Yeah.
Why did you let me die?
Let's get started with part 2, shall we? But first, if you'd like to be a guest on the Review Roulette podcast, just sign up at our website. It's www.reviewroulettepod.com. That's www.reviewroulettepod.com.
That was Mortal Kombat.
I'm so excited. I guess so. I guess we'll pretend to review this movie, even though we're all like, I'm sure there's one person who's like, I fucking hated this. So I guess we could frame this more like for somebody who's going to go watch the new Mortal Kombat movie. What would you guys recommend watching this movie? And then if not, what would you say? Like, say they've never had any sort of Mortal Kombat experience. Is there any sort of prerequisite material for watching Mortal Kombat 2021? And then I guess we'll
And this one, you're saying?
we'll start with Adrian because I'd imagine Jay has a lot. We'll
I mean, in my opinion, I mean, everyone, even my kid knows what Mortal Kombat is. Like, she's seen it. It's so well known in the pop culture. As far as I'm concerned, if you can't find an old arcade machine in some like retro game place, you can always just go to YouTube, watch the original playthroughs of the first couple of games. But in terms of, getting the actual movie feeling experience, you could always recommend, hey, there is a Mortal Kombat film that came out in the 90s, and it was actually pretty fucking good. It's probably the best video game movie ever made. So just go ahead and watch that. And when you come to see the new film, expect everything that was left out, mostly the violence.
And well, but first and foremost, you're father of the year, so that's awesome. But one thing
He's like, I'm well aware.
one thing that we're gonna get in this new movie that we didn't get in the old movie, the Scorpion Sub-Zero rivalry. We're actually gonna see that battle because yes, at least in the first movie they acknowledge, delis of enemies but slaves under my power. Yeah, they acknowledged it, but now in the new movie we're gonna get the full-fledged rivalry.
Absolutely, and
That's
that
what
is
people are
that's
looking for.
exciting.
Yeah. And then are you excited for the new movie, Adrian?
Oh, I'm
Or Jolly Pumpkin?
I love Adrian, Jolly Pumpkin. Yeah, I'm absolutely hyped for the new film. When the Red Band trailer dropped, I went pretty crazy.
Yeah, my man.
And then last fundamental. So in between the battle, who do you think is gonna win Mortal Kombat
In the whole film,
in the whole film?
I don't think
Wait,
Sub-Zero.
We'll do a whole film and then we'll do Sub-Zero Scorpion. So Sub-Zero, that'll be the bottom tier fight and then overall fight. So who do you think is going to be like the welterweight? Is it going to be Sub-Zero or Scorpion?
I think Scorpion's gonna beat Sub-Zero, even though I love Sub-Zero.
And then who is going to be the MVP of all of Mortal Kombat?
Well, I'd like to say it's this, guy who's supposed to be Sub-Zero's brother with the tattoos or whatever the hell he has on him. Is supposed to be the main character.
Tattoo man.
But it would be great to see Liu Kang take championship once again because that's the way it should go.
Yes, agreed.
And then last question, if it's going to be MVP, who would get Miss Congeniality of Mortal Kombat?
What is that?
Ooh.
That's like the person who is there and is there for everybody and it's all happy. It's a beauty pageant thing, Miss Congeniality.
At this point,
it's got to be Johnny Cage.
He's not in the movie.
That's right.
At this point, I feel that would be Melina because they've shown so little of her and people are already complaining.
I'm one of those people.
People are complaining. I too was like, what's going on here? And I have a feeling that they're doing that on purpose, that she's going to go pull through and do something that we haven't seen because the special effects haven't been added or some other thing. I think she's going to be the person that you want to see more of on the screen and they're going to be a fan favorite.
Yeah. I have a feeling for the one scene that they show of Melina in the trailer, 2 seconds after that scene is the scene that everybody wants from her. Like essentially it's like it's essentially like she's licking the knife and then like it cuts and then like 2 seconds in the actual thing her whole fucking face opens up. Like that's what I have a feeling.
I don't like if that's the direction they're going in. I have problems with that. That's the one problem I have with the movie is that portrayal. Honestly,
I think they're going to add more special effects in the actual film.
I know. But the thing is, she's supposed to be hideous. Like she was like born hideous.
Yeah,
right.
Like it's not supposed to be.
She's not.
Oh, she can cover up her hideousness. No, she's supposed to be hideous.
They cover her face up and she's sexy, right? Isn't that the whole point? Like essentially she's
but without the mask, she's like grotesque. She's Tarkatan and clone, Adanian clone.
Yeah, I mean she's not like Miss Elder.
It's not supposed to be, a sexy vampire. It's supposed to be a grotesque.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I swear, like the next 2 seconds is like the fucking Joker mouth opens up, and then it's the rest of her face.
We'll see. I'm just saying, like from what I just don't like how they're portraying her from what we've seen so far, and I don't like the idea that she can just transform between ugly and if that's what it is, what you guys are speculating. I don't like the idea of her she can transform between ugly and pretty when she wants to.
Yeah.
That's not what she's supposed to be.
No,
I mean, she's supposed to be a clone, though. Like maybe that's like
she's a clone, Adanian and Tarkatan, but again, she's supposed to be hideous.
Is it weird that they have a clone of somebody who isn't in the movie?
Katana, and Katana's not in the movie.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of like how they.
I got my theories about that too. Why she's not in the movie?
I don't know. It'd be interesting. It does seem like they're like saving characters, but then I don't even know.
They want to do an MCU style. They want to do a cinematic universe. So
I would be. We'll go to Matt. What's your? Would you recommend Mortal Kombat? What's your? Who's gonna win? Scorpion versus Sub-Zero, and then
who's gonna win overall?
And then who is most likely, or who's best dressed? We'll do stupid yearbook quotes. Who's best dressed of Mortal Kombat?
Oh man, so best dressed was probably. I mean, I still love Raiden's look. I think with the wig and everything. Let's see. I recommend it because I mean, just go into it knowing that there are going to be cheesy things. It's going to be fun. But what I think the biggest thing though is when people say, "Oh, go into it with a grain of salt and just watch it and laugh and have
It's
fun."
a dumb popcorn movie.
Yeah, but it has like the references, so you would get the game references and everything, and that would actually be a good introduction, anyways, because they do all of the flawless victory, fatality, and doing all the catchphrases. So, I would still recommend it to someone just to start it off, like not go fully into it, just be like, but when they say this and finish him and everything, that's pertaining to it. So I think Sub-Zero, Scorpion. I think Scorpion will probably win. And overall, I have no idea. I do agree. I think Kung Lao.
Really, that twist, huh?
Yeah,
That's a bold prediction.
Like he's got the hat. I guess
I love that. I love Kung Lao from the jump. So
Mortal Kombat character do you think is going to be the most well groomed or well dressed?
in the movie.
So there's best dressed and like most game accurate. That's two different. We could.
I think best. Oh man, that's a tough one. I gotta go. Scorpion.
Like, wouldn't it be funny if like Sub-Zero walks out and he's in like the full like weird blue leather tunic thing? He's like, wait a minute, and then he goes back out and like, oh, it does look like Kung
Lao has the full like.
Kung Lao has like his whole outfit, but then who is Baraka? There's like the painting of Baraka where he's in like his pant and belt. Yeah.
Sub-Zero's in the Mr. Freeze outfit. Nora.
That would be great.
You cannot help me, Batman, for I have
You got the kiss.
Got to put you in the cooler. It is kind of the same storyline, like his family, except at least with Mr. Freeze, his wife's kind of alive. Sub-Zero, all of his family's dead.
But Scorpion's
Scorpion.
Both of them.
He's
right?
got more of nothing to lose.
Was it both their families is all?
Well, essentially, one of them was wronged.
Kuai Lang and Bihan are both they're orphans.
Yeah,
they were left at the Lin Kuei.
Mm-hmm.
Scorpion had his whole family killed by he thought it was the Lin Kuei, but we won't go there. And I was
just like he thought, and then essentially they're both fucked. They both think they hate each other, and it took him till 11 to realize, like, hey, maybe we should be like the best friends.
4.
Is it 4?
Yeah. Mortal Kombat 4 is revealed when Quan Chi revealed that he planned the whole thing.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite part. I think I keep thinking it's 11 because that's my favorite part. When you like
just in the
when he like sneaks up on him and he's like, "Oh, hello, friend." I'm like, "You guys should have been friends this whole fucking time." Like, so one of the things I was thinking of the whole time we were watching Mortal Kombat, and I was thinking about like Street Fighter is like how much play NetherRealms had on the movie, because essentially Capcom fucked up Street Fighter, but like how much
every movie they did.
Yeah, oh god. But like, how much like did NetherRealms not have enough power to exert over this, or did they acknowledge that like, hey, you did a good job? But it's like, can you imagine if like NetherRealms is like, no, like Johnny Cage has to make the noises like when he does this, and it's like, or like we need to put every single character from 1, 2, and 3 into this movie to where it makes no sense. Where it's just like, I wonder how much Ed, or like why is there no random
Toasty?
Ed Boon, like why is he not a random statue? So it's just like, it's interesting to think about like what level of control that game company had. Maybe it's good that they didn't have control of it. I would have liked I don't know, I kind of like Ed Boon's kind of funny. Every interview I watch, he's just kind of like, I made the thing that you like and I'm great. It's like, yes you are, sir. Yeah, and then it's weird to think like what Mortal Kombat was and what it has turned into, because it's like that's that thing they were able to maintain their cabinet distribution model into like you download it from your Xbox. So it's crazy to think where Mortal Kombat has started and where it is now.
No. Yeah, no, you're right. Like I said, I've been there from the jump. I'm happy that that it is what it is, the franchise that it is now, because at one point it looked like it was going to go away. I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, because it was Midway, right? Is what,
It was Midway, yeah. Midway went bankrupt in 2008.
and that was a pinball company, slot machine company
Yeah.
turned video game
Midway,
company.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where
Yeah.
it's crazy to think that like they showed up and you're like, you know what, these pinball slot machines are great, but you know, like, we should have like photorealistic versions of people trying to like rip the spines out of each other's assholes. It's just like, oh. And then just think like all of the legality stuff that Mortal Kombat has gone through. Like,
Yep.
I know people say,
Just ask Master Pacina. He'll tell you all about it.
Yep.
but yeah, back to Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Jay's turn.
Yeah, it's Jay's turn.
All right. So how do you want me to close this out with my thoughts on Mortal
We're
Kombat?
not closing it out. We're just going to you. Calm down.
Okay, yeah, but what is it?
Where we do start in recommending anything for the new movie coming out. Who was your welterweight fight for Sub-Zero and Scorpion?
And who's gonna win?
Who's going to win all? And then who is most likely to succeed in your yearbook choice of Mortal Kombat contestants?
Okay. So sorry, a little this distracted this guy in front of me. So to answer your first question, where I would tell people, I would definitely recommend this Mortal Kombat 1995 movie, or if you want to go on YouTube and watch the whole entire Mortal Kombat 9 story mode is a good one, or the Mortal Kombat the recent Scorpion's Revenge movie. Between those three,
I'm surprised nobody's brought up Legacy.
for anyone who's never played or seen Mortal Kombat, any of those three choices there, because it explains pretty much everything. Between Sub-Zero and Scorpion, Scorpion's going to win because you got to give rise to Noom Saibot. And then I hope that Liu Kang wins it, because he should. And then what was the other one you wanted me to?
Most likely to succeed out of all the Mortal Kombat characters.
Oh, I think it just sucks because I know Sub-Zero is going to die, but he clearly is going to be the show stealer, because in that trailer, seeing Sub-Zero do everything in that trailer is just awesome. He's going to be the show stealer in that movie for sure.
I'm so excited. Like that trailer got me so excited. And then I was trying to remember all the different movies that everybody was from. I was just like, oh my God, they're like, that's that guy from that movie. And that's the guy from the Last Samurai. And that's the guy from
the Raid. The guy from plays Scorpion was in the Raid, I believe. And the guy who plays Kano was in what's that show about Walmart there? That TV show there about the people that work at Walmart.
I know what you're talking about.
Superstore, yeah.
Which I was an extra in Superstore. Very nice crew.
Suggestions would be the same as Jay. I would definitely say the Mortal Kombat 9 game. I feel like that is perfect.
Yep.
And I wonder, because we were talking about the fact that they put in like the movie monsters. I wonder if that's why that's not a backwards compatible game. I feel like they're stuck with some licensing thing on that as to why that's stuck in like the 360 era. That's the only way you can play that game. So I feel like that's a big problem from that.
Yeah. I just feel like, it's a good retelling. It's not my favorite game per se, but if you're, like I say, if someone who's never seen it or played it, it explains everything what you need to know. So
that was like my favorite way to play is Melina from there. And then I think Scorpion's definitely going to win for the same reason.
Yeah,
Sub-Zero has to lose to get New Saibot, and then we need to get the other Sub-Zero.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Who is Are you saying who's Cyrax? Is that what you're saying?
I am Cyrax.
Cyrax is cybernetic Lin Kuei cybernetic ninja.
I get because I always mix up Cyrax and Sector.
He's the yellow one. Sector, he's another cybernetic Lin Kuei, but his father was the Grand Master. And he's the one that initiated the cyber initiative.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, I feel like Liu Kang is gonna win. I thought it would be cool though, but this would probably just work for people that really know the lore. I thought it would be cool if what's the new guy's name? Cole
Young, yeah.
If he was somehow someone like Shinjuku.
Oh, Shujinko.
Shujinko, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be cool if he was essentially that kind of person. I'm guessing he's not.
Yeah, I don't want to see Cole Young win the whole. I mean, I hope he survived the whole thing, but I don't want to see him win the tournament because it's just like, oh, Mortal Kombat's won by this
new guy.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I was wondering, is he gonna? I guess I'm hoping, or not hoping. I wonder if he is gonna end up becoming another character, or if he's just gonna stay with that name.
Yeah.
And be like the Art Lang character that's just gonna get killed by Goro.
Yeah, we'll see. We're gonna find out. I mean, there's a lot of theories bouncing around. So.
And Show Stealer?
No, I'm trying to think of other yearbook things. So there's most
Oh.
likely to succeed.
Oh, you're not letting me do Show Stealer?
Best dressed. No, because everybody said
Well, that's what I said for like
Yeah.
most likely to succeed was Sub-Zero because of he was the show stealer.
yeah, because Adrian had best dressed, and then
Oh, yeah. So you got to give me a different
I'm
one.
trying to think of the. I don't even have a yearbook from most likely to not succeed.
In that case, I don't know if he's in the movie or not because I don't remember all the credits. But I swore in the trailers that you see Cabal's weapons.
Yeah, Cabal's in there. He's in the
So
movie.
Cabal-
He's in the new movie poster too. It's definitely Cabal.
So then Cabal is just going to get wrecked.
Nice.
I
yeah,
like
I mean,
Cabal.
a lot of them are gonna effing die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Cabal, but I feel like they're like, look, Cabal. Oh, that's the end of Cabal.
Oh.
Well, we see Reptile die and we see Molina die. So.
Yeah.
Or a reptile. 'Cause there could
Or
be
a
multiple.
reptile,
Yeah.
or if they give him like 2 hearts or something.
That would be cool. Be like, you didn't touch my lizard butt heart. We all know lizards have butt hearts.
That's another thing too. I'm not too happy about that reptile design either.
The weird.
I thought it was
furry-
a werewolf, and
Yeah.
I was just like, "What part of the lore did I not remember
Well,
a werewolf being in?"
It kind of did you guys ever play Mortal Kombat 5 Deadly Alliance? That's the kind of like the approach they're going with reptile.
Oh, okay.
Because in the games he devolves. That's why like every game he looks less and less human and more reptilian because he's been devolving.
Was that the first PS2 Xbox original one?
Yes.
Okay, I do remember that one.
So by like Mortal Kombat 12, he's just like, "I am an amiibo. Come, amiibo. Yeah, amiibo."
My favorite reptile, honestly, was the one from Shaolin Monks, where he had the bandages over his face, but he had Ninja Alpha, but he had the bandages over his face, but he had his jaw open. Like I thought that was probably my favorite design.
I want an HD remake of that because there's no way to.
Yes,
really play
yes,
that.
agreed. I love that freaking game.
I was like, and I wish they would make different, like, as much as it'd be cool to have like an extended movie franchise, like I was very like the Sub-Zero game sucks, and so does like Striker Unit.
It's great. The story is great, but the game sucks.
Yeah, so it's like I wish they would do that with a video. Like I would be like, it'd be so much cooler to play like a single play along
I thought
DLC of that.
Because when you beat Shaolin Monks, you get unlockable Scorpion and Sub-Zero, but there's no story. I was hoping that was going to be like a lead up.
And Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks is not canon. That's just like another take on Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
That's what always bothered me too. It's not. Yeah, it's just like I would rather play a extended Mortal Kombat
RPG,
game. Yeah. Because it's like it's such a cool story.
Yeah,
and if you don't like fighting
I love
games,
it. That game's aged well. I love it.
it's just like I want different avenues of that. Like I want to play like it's almost like the Final Fantasy games where it's like sometimes there are different things within those games where it's like, well, maybe you don't like an MMO, but like there's fucking arcade games you could play for days where it's just like I want to live in that world, but not exclusively as me fighting other people.
Yeah.
It's like I wish they would do more. Like movies are cool, but movies are movies where it's just like I could be those people. Like when I play video games, I just pretend that I'm those people. When it's a movie, you can't really do that as much. Where it's just like when you play subs, like you feel like those moves are very intimate. Or it's just like, oh, those are I know that move set. I know the combo. Like I unlocked that fatality. It's just like all those things are very intimate to the play style. Where it's just like, oh yeah, he's doing the dragon thing. And then he's doing his animality where he turns into a horrific CG Ghidorah.
I was going to tell you biggest flirt.
Biggest flirt? Oh, did you just generically look up yearbook titles?
Yes, I did. I gave you a yearbook title to go with
for my biggest thing? Well, I mean, Kano is the biggest flirt. I don't know about this Kano in this movie coming up. Hopefully he doesn't die.
I mean, Melina could be the biggest flirt.
She got that tongue.
Ooh.
Yeah. that's why I'm kind of.
I was trying to remember the friendship that I saw in the trailer. I'm trying to remember who was in that one. I think it was like Sonya Blade had a friendship in the trailer. I thought I saw. I was all excited because we were watching the movie trailer and there was this like pink dust flying everywhere. I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be the fucking friendship move in the movie. And it's gonna
No. That's her beam. That's her laser beam. She's had it since the first game.
Okay.
That's why you see her the laser beam go right through Melina's chest. So.
Oh, so she's just.
She did. They're like Rei-On Umami. You just make more of them. It's fine. There's just like there's more Melinas in the tube. You just flush out another Melina. It's also weird that there's a weird.
Which is possible. I think Laura, you could be exactly right. That's a good theory.
It's weird that it's supposed to be like this medieval realm, but they're like, we have a cloning program.
We have a cloning.
Mhm.
We don't
Well,
have flushing toilets, but cloning program.
Well, it's more sorcery though. If Shang Tsung was the one that created Melina.
True. I just
So it's more
like where it's
sorcery,
just like.
it's sorcery, not science.
Oh, I think that would have been an interesting thing in like 11 if the Melina would have been a bigger character and she took over the Tarkatans, as opposed to was it Katana that takes over the Tarkatans and then or Jade. I'm trying to remember 11.
Well, Kotal Khan.
No, it's Katana was the one. She won title of Outworld, and then she uses her power to unite the Tarkatans and the Shokin so they can battle Chronicle.
Yeah. I think I hope they do more stuff with the different races because that's the only thing that I didn't really like about the movie we watched today, where it's just like, are these just all Earthrealm people and Goro? Like, is he the only other person that showed up for this fight?
Strange four-armed guy.
Yeah, because it's like, is that the one guy that Liu Kang fights? Is he where is he from? Like,
yeah, but they also established that Katana, Reptile, we're all from Outworld, so
it's like, but they all look so cool. Like, you could have like a Kotal Khan looks cool, even though he could be like.
Even though I feel bad for him in the games, I feel like every cutscene he was in, he got beat up.
Yeah, or he's like,
I don't like Kotal Khan. I never did. Kotal Khan's a pussy.
I feel like they were just taking advantage of like he's got 2 Ks in his name.
You're like, he's the leader.
Well, I mean, I do appreciate that he's different from Shao Kahn. That he's one that's like cares about the Outworld, cares about his people, whereas Shao Kahn was just a fucking dictator. Cool that they did a different type of emperor in Outworld. Well, I don't know. I just like that bad guy. Kotal Khan wasn't. He was not a bad guy, So
he's like, I'm this great leader guy who can't win any fight.
Yeah, who likes Jade? Oh no, Jade was his chick, right? That was who he liked.
Jade. Yeah. They out of nowhere established that he had a romance with Jade the whole time. Apparently,
yeah, that was
convenient, but okay.
I feel like in 11, like the different worlds kind of fell apart, where it was just kind of like there's Earth, and then everywhere else is like, well, there was supposed to be like 5 different distinct areas that slowly became 3 different areas, right? Because there's like Outworld, Earth Realm.
There's Earth, Outworld, Adinia, Chaos Realm, Order Realm, and Nether Realm.
Okay. Because it's like all these different realms where it's just like, yeah, there's Earth Realm and other places. It's like, no, you have fucking cat people that have 4 arms. You need to show me your cat people with 4 arms.
I think they're going to take it slow, though. They're going to have to take it slow.
Yeah. If they're trying to build the cinematic universe, like, they can't cram everything into one movie. So
they could, though. It'd be. I mean, they could, and it would be fucking Annihilation.
They don't. I was gonna say they don't want to pull Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Or Annihilation.
Yeah, way too much.
I just involve like Shao Kahn just like snapping down the street.
That would be great.
Getting his Red Dragon gang back together. Oh,
standing in the rain, pulling off his skull helmet.
His skull helmet. Oh my god, that would be great. Oh, okay. So then, you said who was all gonna win? I don't even know.
Yeah, you just gotta say who's gonna win.
Yeah, who's gonna win?
Because we're running low on time.
Oh, we have 15 minutes before StreamYard turns off. Well, I don't know. I want Sub-Zero to win. I know he's not going to.
No one else picked him. Pick him.
Fucking Sub-Zero for the win. Flawless victory.
It would be fucking awesome if it was Sub-Zero.
And Sub-Zero is the guy from Raid, so I'm probably going to have to go behind the guy from Raid. As much as I love Mortal Kombat, I love this movie. I would start with this. One of my favorite Mortal Kombat things is the YouTube show, which we didn't really bring up too much, which is Legacy, which I feel like I was kind of bummed out when that director was not able to direct the movie, and he was kind of pushed out. And I like that there was that amount of quality in something on YouTube that we were able to watch. I feel like that started a lot of different things. Like, I feel like if that would have been a little bit later, that would have been a YouTube premium content show. And I would have bought YouTube premium to watch that because it was really good. I really like.
First season was really good.
Yeah. I mean, they had Casper Van Diem in the second season, though. Like, that is the perfect.
I know, but
that's the perfect. Like, out of all of that show, they had 2 perfect Johnny Cage castings because essentially the first one is a Kamen Rider actor who was literally in a Power Rangers show, and they made fun of him for being in a Power Rangers show, but he's literally the main character in a Kamen Rider Black Dragon show, which is like Power Rangers. I was like, and then they got fucking Casper Van Diem.
Yeah.
Starship Trooper. So it's like I feel like they did a good job, and I love the it's almost like a One Flew Over the Cuckoo Nest of Raiden story, like where it's just like fuck it,
Yes.
I want to make this,
Oh yeah.
but it made
But
sense.
Thor, it was like Thor meets Cuckoo's Nest.
It was just like it was beautiful. Where it's just like obviously this man's crazy because he thinks he's the fucking god of lightning, and it's like we need to do all these things. Where it's like so I was, and then I even like even the effects in that are good. And then we got 7 of 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry Ryan.
Michael J. White was in it, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he
he's
was
Jax.
Yeah.
And then the guy that plays Stryker, he's really like I was very sad when I forgot I can't remember his name, but he was supposed to be the director of the Mortal Kombat movie, and then he dropped out. But yeah, so I would say watch the movie that we watched today, the 95, and then maybe watch because that actually has a legit Scorpion Sub-Zero fight in it.
Yeah, it does.
It's like it's better than they don't like each other, but they're next to each other. Or this is my brother. I'm gonna make a really shitty bridge that's gonna break in Annihilation. But yeah, I would say check out the first season at least of Annihilation. It even had a
Mortal
stupid like
Kombat,
YouTube
directed by
joke
Michael
of
Bay.
Legacy.
Legacy.
Don't watch Annihilation. Annihilation's bad. Johnny. It's like,
And who's gonna win?
Who's gonna win? All over?
She said Sub-Zero.
No, that was the welterweight fight.
Yeah, who's gonna win?
No, it's gonna be by Han's little brother. It's gonna win. Cole.
Who you're saying is Cole.
I really hope not.
Yeah, I'm with Jolly on that one.
I mean, would you like it to be like what 10, where it's like Johnny Cage has green powers, so he won?
No, I think Liu Kang. It's well established Liu Kang and the whole family line of his. They win. So,
but his whole family line is standing next to him as well.
Yes, but again, from
you were also my friend and my ancestor.
If this is a reboot remake, they're going to try to go the safe route so that people understand what's going on. It would take some real balls to actually just throw a twist in there and have someone else win.
I think. Well, honestly, I think Cole is going to win.
She could be right. I hope she's wrong. I hope you're wrong, but you very well could be right.
Or could it be? Do you think the tournament, so essentially, if they do this movie, could they do it where it's the whole point where he takes Sonya Blade off, like in this movie we just watched? Could that not be the end of we won't know who wins Mortal Kombat until the next one?
Oh, I mean like a cliffhanger?
They won't do that. There's no way. I can't see that. I
think what's going to happen is Liu Kang will win the tournament, which will give, and I'm hoping we get a proper Mortal Kombat 2 where they go into Outworld instead of doing what the old movies did, where they just go right into Mortal Kombat 3 with the invasion. I hope that Liu Kang wins and they get invited to a second tournament in Outworld. That's what I want.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
Yep.
It almost be cool if they lost and then they had invasion and it was them trying to figure out in the second one how to revert what had happened. Because I like that part where what is the one where it has Stryker and they're trying to is 4 invasion or 3 invasion where it's Stryker
3 is the invasion
where they figure out who Sub-Zero is and he turns good.
That was 3, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 3 was the invasion. Sub-Zero had no mask on. Yep.
So I that would be a cool second one. I don't know. That would be
again, they already did that. They skipped Mortal Kombat 2 and went right into the invasion. That's what Mortal Kombat Annihilation was. I'd rather them hold off on the invasion, do Mortal Kombat 2 first, where they go into Outworld. They shouldn't just jump into the invasion. The first movie already did that. If this is going to be an expanded universe and they want to make many movies, it should go in order like the games did, and they should just
keep building it up. Yeah.
As much as that would make sense, I feel like they wouldn't be we have this normal movie in normal contemporary times.
Copy and paste the first Mortal Kombat movie. Different.
Well, thank you guys for coming. We probably will have to start another stream just so you guys can do outros. But I promise you can just do outros and then you can piece the fuck out because there's no way we can do 3 different outros in 6 minutes.
It depends how quick you can be.
I can go quick. So.
Okay, I believe in you, Jay. You've got 5 minutes. Go. Or no, you have less than 5 minutes.
I just need a minute and a half. Okay. So first and foremost, Laura, Nick, thank you for having me on. Jolly, it was awesome meeting you. And Matt, thanks for letting me pull you along with me.
Thank you.
I love working with all you guys. Are great. I cannot wait to have you on Nerd Cage Live, which is my channel. Sub up to Nerd Cage Live, please. And I just want to say we have a lot of great stuff coming up. Of course, Justice League Watch Party, Godzilla vs. Kong Watch Party, and of course the Mortal Kombat Reboot Watch Party, which will be April 29th. And then that next week, Nick and Laura will be on Nerd Cage Live
Oh, yeah.
on Thursday, May 6th. We're very much looking forward to that. So that'll be hella fun. And of course, fun fact, the voice of Nerd Cage Live and our intros and outros is that man, Matthew Ford. So
Yeah, thanks for that, Jay. So, Matt.
Yeah, thank you.
No, thank you very much for having me on. Like I said, it's a privilege, it's an honor. I was very happy when Jay approached me with that. I always love jumping in on these things, and just thank you, Laura and Nick, and also very nice to meet you, Jolly. I could say I've had a very jolly conversation with you.
Hey, now.
I had to say it. I know.
Did you have fun? Did you have fun?
I did. I had a blast. I always love doing these things. You can always find me, popping around Nerd Cage Live for the, for the stream, for the watch party streams and everything. And whenever Jay wants to throw me in the mix, he does, and I always appreciate it, brother. And thanks for letting me come on and commentate and have a great time with you guys.
It was fun. You'll have to come on for a regular random episode. We have to watch a random
Yeah,
movie.
for sure. Mm-hmm.
And then Jolly Pumpkin, also known as Adrian.
Yeah, this is my first time doing a podcast, and it was an absolute pleasure. It was great meeting both of you guys, and it was also fun to do this with Nick and Laura. And I will definitely be subscribing with the Nerd Cage because I'm very interested to see what's going to go on here, and I just want to see all this content that's coming out. Sounds fun.
You could start your own shit. We'd be like, this is the Jolly Pumpkin YouTube channel debut.
YouTube hour.
It would just be me complaining about Final Fantasy. That's
People watch
and I'm
that
sure
shit,
people
Adrian.
will sub that up.
Yeah.
I know Adam from Scry would.
Yeah.
I can always try.
I don't know if I'm just gonna go up a long Scry tangent. That's a person that plays Final Fantasy. But yeah, we also play Final Fantasy. This has been the Review Roulette podcast. I have 2.5 minutes to do the outro. I guess I could just record it later.
Yes,
Do
you
it. Do it.
But thank you guys for coming. It was awesome to watch Mortal Kombat.
Yes,
We
it
had,
was.
That was fun.
Five combatants enter, and you know what? Friendship. 5 combatants leave. It was great. We all had ice cream and beer, and we watched a movie.
No animalities.
No animalities. No.
Only friendships.
Only friendships.